Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. In the midst of Delhi's annual battle with hazardous air quality, all eyes have been on Delhi government's plan of cloud seeding to induce rains and at least reduce the amount of pollution during these months by a bit. But after much dilly-dallying, when this attempt finally took place yesterday, it failed to induce any impactful rains. The move, championed by the BJP government in collaboration with IIT Kanpur, has since come under full frontal attack. The Aam Aadmi Party has accused the BJP of turning climate science into a publicity stunt and squandering taxpayer money on what it calls a gimmick rather than addressing the root causes of pollution. Meanwhile, the BJP has defended the effort as an innovative attempt to tackle the crisis or the challenge. For billions of residents whose lungs choke every winter, does cloud seeding hold a real promise? Or as the criticism that is piling up from Aam Aadmi Party, only a diversion from their own failure of not being able to stop stubble burning in Punjab? Was the Delhi cloud seeding initiative an important, necessary step to manage a crisis or a misdirected effort to lull citizens into a false sense that work is being done on the pollution front? We'll take that and more up with our guest joining us in just a bit. But first up, despite what the Aam Aadmi Party claims, the BJP maintains that cloud seeding operation wasn't a failed experiment. According to the data that has been put out after the trial yesterday, the BJP says in Mayur Vihar, the AQI dropped by as much as 6.3% from 221 to 207 before and after the operation. In Karol Bagh, the AQI before seeding was 230 and dropped by 10% to 206. Similarly, in Burari, the AQI dropped from 229 to 203 after seeding, which is a drop of 11.4%. But the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party have been embroiled in a war of words on the feasibility and also the cost of this trial. Is it going to deliver the kind of results that people would hope for, with the cost analysis also being kept in mind? So the BJP maintains that the cloud seeding is a necessary tool for dealing with what becomes a crisis-level pollution that blankets the capital in the winter. Aam Aadmi Party, however, has accused BJP of squandering crores of rupees on these initial trials, which failed to produce any substantial rain. The BJP government justified the experiment on the basis of scientific validity, collaboration with scientists from IIT Kanpur. AAP says that the trials were conducted on a day when rainfall was predicted to begin with and therefore holds no relevance. The BJP says the operation has yielded promising initial data. However, it was low moisture that hindered the rain production. The AAP calls it a temporary gimmick that was aimed to distract the citizens from the root causes of pollution itself. Following the mixed results of the first attempts, the Delhi government and IIT Kanpur have indicated that they do have plans to conduct further trials when weather conditions are suitable, even though the attempts for today were shelved. Especially cloud moisture is extremely important. But Aam Aadmi Party has now claimed that when they were in power, the BJP-led centre blocked a cloud seeding program in 2023, 2024, possibly to deny the Aam Aadmi Party the tools or the permission to go ahead and try something, and this has become a political one-upmanship. This is something what many critics are suggesting, that this is being done only because now the BJP government has a point to prove that the Aam Aadmi Party couldn't do this. We are at least attempting this. But even as this war of words continues, the real question is cloud seeding a feasible solution? So let us tell you a little bit more about how other countries have fared. The experiment has been conducted previously in countries like US, China, UAE on an extensive level for many, many years. Israel, Russia, even Thailand have had large programs for cloud seeding. But this operation or this cloud seeding is primarily used for increased rainfall or drought management in these countries, not really for pollution management, barring a few instances in China, most notably ahead of the 2008 Olympics. However, the results have been often mixed, with most countries more or less abandoning their cloud seeding or artificial rain programs. They're not really relying on them very much now. There has been minimal to moderate success in most cases. It is already very hard to conduct and predict. You need exact conditions for it to even be attempted and for it to yield any results. And Israel, one of the first to adopt this tech, actually stopped their experiments in 2021 post disappointing results. So the question once again arises if this is the technology or the crisis solution that we should be depending on. But let's not forget, as we talk about the cloud seeding attempts, the fight over pollution, the Delhi AQI continues to be pretty bad. It's 234 at ITO, which is the very unhealthy category, 233 at Lodi Road, again very unhealthy, 234 at Anand Vihar, 232 at Shadra, and 192 at Patparganj. So these are all very unhealthy category, and many people will attest, those living in Delhi NCR, that it actually feels much worse in many other parts of the national capital, even if the meters are not detecting it. But there's the other angle to this politicking that has been ongoing. While the Aam Aadmi Party continues to question the efforts that are undertaken by the Delhi government, they've been criticizing Yamuna cleaning efforts, they've been criticizing cloud seeding efforts. The question that goes to the Aam Aadmi Party is, you've been in power for 10 years in Delhi, what did you do? It is also silent virtually on the practice of stubble burning in a state where they are in power today, which is Punjab. This satellite image from NASA is for today. It shows dozens of farm fires still taking place across the state, and if you look at the images or the data for the past week or 2 weeks, Punjab has continued to be the worst offender as far as stubble burning is concerned. If you compare Punjab to even Haryana to Uttar Pradesh, it's a complete difference. So who's exactly politicizing the efforts to do something about pollution, and who's merely putting out words, and who's making an honest effort? And when it comes to Delhi's cloud seeding operation, is this really money wasted or an honest effort? That debate is coming up.
कल की ट्रायल 10 और 15% नमी की बरसात में थी। अगली ट्रायल इससे ज्यादा नमी में की जाएगी।
क्लाउड सीडिंग के अंदर जो केमिकल्स यूज होते हैं वो लोगों के लिए हानिकारक हैं, उससे लोगों को बीमारियां हो सकती हैं।
First up, I want to go across to Manindra, Agrawal, the IIT Kanpur director, who has been helming this project along with the Delhi government on the scientific validity questions that have been raised. Many say, Manindra Agrawal, that cloud seeding is a failed solution to begin with. Many countries have tried it, they've moved on. How do you respond to that?
I think there is some amount of confusion here. Cloud seeding is not a permanent solution to the problem of pollution. It is a solution for an SOS situation, that when there is a high degree of pollution and you want to reduce it, at least for some time, that's when one attempts cloud seeding. As regard to this being a failed solution, well, the jury is out. It has found success in some countries. China, for example, they did quite successfully use cloud seeding to reduce pollution in Beijing about 20 years ago. In UAE, it is used quite successfully to address the drought situation. It has not worked in some countries. In India, it was tried out earlier in Maharashtra and Karnataka, I believe, where the results weren't very encouraging. So that's where the situation is.
Yes, but the process is very fickle too, isn't it? You need already very definitive circumstances in which you can attempt this or have any result. So the question that arises is this a lot of painstaking effort for minimal results?
That is always an issue, that do we get really a reasonable moisture clouds during winter period? The Indian Meteorological Department has an estimate which they had shared that during winters, maybe 1 in 10 days, one may get clouds with some decent amount of moisture. So that, taking that as a ballpark number, one can hope to do seeding and get some rains once in 10 days.
Some critics are suggesting that the IIT Kanpur has kind of got embroiled in what has become a political gimmick for the Delhi government.
I don't like to respond to political points. I would rather stay away from it.
No, this isn't just a political criticism. Even environmentalists have written today, for example, that this is basically political one-upmanship between two parties. BJP wants to show they aap can do it, we can do it, and IIT Kanpur has kind of got embroiled in this effort.
That's what I'm saying, that those are all, people are bringing in political aspects to this. It has been always a scientific endeavor for us. We have been trying to do the seeding we have done seeding, we have been trying to do seeding in Delhi for past several years. The governments have changed, but our efforts or attempts have not.
Okay. I do want you to share your thoughts though on why it failed and when it can be planned next. Today was an attempt that was supposed to be made, it was shelved. So give me your sense of why did it fail and how soon can you attempt again?
No, so yesterday the cloud moisture content was below 15%. And that was not expected to result to rains. But we have done extensive measurements yesterday from the ground. So we have collected good data, which will help us understand this whole process better. We were planning to do it today because yesterday the prediction was that today moisture content will be higher. But today morning the situation changed and the prediction became that the moisture content today will be even lower than yesterday. So then clearly it did not make sense to attempt today. We are on standby. Over next few days, current projection is that there will be a day with reasonable cloud cover, and then we'll try.
Your report also suggests that pollution levels decreased anywhere between 6 to 10% or 6 to 11% in parts. Because of this cloud seeding effort, there was minimal rain reported in some parts of Delhi NCR. And even that has been criticized as clutching at straws or overemphasizing the impact or the success of the trial yesterday.
Absolutely. No, it is not a success that it could reduce pollution level substantially. Nobody is making that point. I don't think we are making that point. The point we are trying to make, and that's more for our understanding, is to correlate the moisture content available in clouds, the amount of seeding we do, and the impact seen on the ground. For us, it's important to measure all of this so that we develop a better understanding of what it takes to do successful cloud seeding.
And you're certain that this impact that you noted, the percentage decreases or the rainfall that was witnessed was because of this cloud seeding attempt?
We cannot be 100% certain because there are multiple factors at play at any point in time which can increase or decrease pollution. However, yesterday the wind speed was quite low. The areas where we did seeding are the areas we measured where the various particulate matters. So there is a good chance that whatever happened was due to seeding.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. Manindra Agrawal, thanks a lot for joining us. You're saying you're on standby for the next few days to see if you can attempt it again. And we'll hope to speak to you again when this is attempted. Thanks a lot.